Home sales that fall out of escrow can be a real problem for not only the home seller, but also the real estate agent who has to then restart the marketing process. So here are 5 steps to help you stay in escrow and get your deal closed once you have a contract and have started the escrow process. Tip number 1. Before you even put the property on the market, make sure to assemble all the documentation that will need to be disclosed to potential buyers as they are making a decision whether or not to make an offer. Those would be certainly the title report, inspection reports, seller disclosures. If any remodeling has been done, you want to share copies of the permits and plans. And once you do get into escrow, the first thing you want to do is present the buyer and the buyer's agent with a receipt for reports document, and that's something they sign to verify that they have indeed received all the documentation that they're going to need to start their inspections. Tip number 2. Make sure to respond the same day, usually within 2 to 4 hours, to any requests for additional information or buyer questions. Being able to provide that information quickly keeps the schedule moving, reduces the potential for delays, and even in the long run, potential for falling out of escrow because information was not forthcoming. So make sure to respond quickly. Tip number 3 is be flexible when presented with a request for a minor repair before escrow closes. Sometimes you'll want to look at large repairs and consider whether it's worth spending the money in order to get the deal that's currently on the table, or if it's better just to let it go. However, if it's something minor to you, but it could be a major issue with the buyer, have some flexibility in taking care of it, take care of it quickly, and keep the process moving towards the end of escrow moving. Tip 4, stick to the escrow schedule as laid out in the purchase agreement. Very specific deadlines and milestones are laid out in that purchase agreement. Missing any of those deadlines can make it more likely that escrow will either be delayed or not close at all. So just stick to each of those deadlines, and the potential for closing escrow goes up quite a bit. And tip number 5 is know your buyer. Buyers are our customers, and as sellers, we want to keep our customer happy. We want to know what their priorities are. We want to know if they have ongoing concerns during escrow that we can address and thereby make the potential of closing escrow more likely. So we also need to know if they're not only a buyer, but are they going to be a homeowner or an investor? Investors have different priorities and different concerns, so we need to track those. Buyers are a little bit different. They have other concerns. Just find out what concerns your buyer has and make sure you address them, and it's going to be much more likely that escrow will close. Home sale escrows are much like any business project with a known start date and a projected end date. And hopefully everyone that's participating is working towards successful completion. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them. I hope you found this information helpful, whether you're a home seller or an agent, and that you will like, subscribe, and join us again on the next Wine Country Real Estate. Take care.